Hey, how's it going? So today I wanted to take some time to show you guys a video on how to ship larger format paintings. Now, I've been selling artwork through Etsy since about 2006, and over the period of time between then and now, I've learned a lot about shipping artwork. At first I would just take a painting and I would wrap it in a bunch of bubble wrap and try to find a box that was the exact same size as the painting, that would, allow it to be shipped easily. But over time, I've really perfected this technique on shipping things, and I've shipped paintings all over the world to Norway and Australia and England and all over the United States as well. So, it's pretty daunting when you have a painting that's like 2 by 3 feet and you're like, how am I going to get this to California without it getting destroyed? And I've figured out a great way to do this. Doesn't cost you a lot of money. You can scavenge pretty much everything you need from, Target or Walmart or anywhere, when they're throwing out stuff, or the packing materials that you get on the things that you've ordered, through Amazon or whatever. The only thing that you might have to spend a little bit of money on is some foam insulation from Home Depot or Lowe's, but that's not really super expensive. And it's going to make sure your paintings are super protected and that nothing bad's going to happen to them. And that you can usually ship them through the United States Postal Service, which will save you a lot of money. So without further ado, here's my video on how to ship large format artwork. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment and maybe I'll be able to answer that. I also would encourage you to check out my artwork at www.joehavasey.com or www.cutesturbing.com. Thanks so much. So this is a video on how you can take a really big painting like this one. This is 24 by 30 inches, and I'm going to ship it to a client who purchased it. So the first step is you're going to wrap the painting in brown butcher paper. That protects it a little bit from the heat and from what I'm going to be packing it with. I've used some blue tape to secure the paper, and the next step is I'm going to cut out some styrofoam or insulation foam and basically make a case around the painting that protects it. I'm going to use at least 2 inches on every side to give a nice protective shield around the whole painting. So you can just lay the painting down on the styrofoam insulation, and then you're going to use a razor knife and cut out the edges around it so that it's the exact same size as the painting. When you make your cut, it'll make the styrofoam where it's easy to just bend it, and you'll just be able to pop it like this, and it comes right off. Then once you have your perfectly sized piece of foam board, you can lay it down on another piece and use it as a template to cut more out. And don't be afraid to use your scraps as extra pieces, because you can always assemble stuff together. So as you can see, I've got a pretty gnarly mess on my hands. That's why I like to use this other insulation from Home Depot. But I mean, you can't beat something that you get for free. You're not having to buy bubble wrap. You just use stuff from, things that you've done before, and you're able to cushion your painting. Very valuable piece of art, and something that costs nearly nothing to make, that's going to protect it. So the next step is I'm going to make the cushioning for the sides, because I've got these big pieces that are going to protect the front and the back of the painting. But before I make the sides, I'm going to wrap this whole thing in packing tape so that it's stable, and then I can add the side pieces. So now that I've got everything secure, I'm going to rest the wrapped painting on another piece of insulation, and then I'm going to cut out the side pieces that will protect it. So as you can see, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to make sure that I have a really good shield around this painting so that if the postman is like banging it around in his truck or whatever, God forbid, it won't get banged up. The great thing about buying furniture is you get these awesome pieces of styrofoam that you can save for later. So I'm really glad I bought a bookshelf earlier this year. Okay, so now I've got this beast all wrapped up and secure with plenty of packing tape. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the whole thing in some lawn bags to protect it from rain, and then I'm going to wrap it in cardboard. So now I've got the painting all wrapped up in some lawn bags to protect it, to keep the water off of it if it was to rain. And the next step is I'm going to wrap the whole thing up in cardboard. Since I've already built the insulation around the painting, the cardboard is just going to act as a shell over the whole package to keep it from getting basically falling apart. Should be great. So I was very lucky. I have a couple boxes that are almost the perfect size. I just had to trim down one of the sides, and I'm going to Frankenstein them together, and then we will have a painting ready to ship. So now I have the painting completely secure in a cardboard box, and there's tape all over it to keep it from falling apart. And this painting will be on its way to the USPS tomorrow. I'm really excited to finally get this one out of the house and for its new owner, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video on how to ship a large painting cheaply and safely. Thanks. Bye.